so long
Oh yeah,
on it.
true. There's an intro. Yeah.
All right.
Welcome everyone to State of the Game, 1st of February 2018. It feels kind of awkward. We've been talking for the last 10 minutes, and now we have to go
No, we
into full
haven't.
state.
What are
you talking about?
That wasn't us.
No, that was pre-recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. How are you, Yannick?
I'm doing good.
Great.
I was just confused because I thought you were watching the wrong camera, so I was like, that's weird.
I don't know. I just stare at the cameras in general.
Anyway, we're still confused with cameras. We'll never get that thing.
No, never. We need one of those
Amateurs.
blinking lights.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Can we get a light, Hamish, so we know which camera is actually on?
Yeah.
You actually probably can. I need to get some other SDI outs and then do it so I can send that signal, and then the tally light system should be configurable.
Nerd.
I haven't done it yet, but if I get some time, I should be able to make it work.
SDI something.
Yes. Cable.
All right.
Light.
Tally lights are just red lights.
Okay, so
let's make a state of the game about live stream equipment.
yes.
All right.
It's gonna
No,
be
it's okay.
awesome.
I'll make a
Which
vlog
camera?
about it.
That
This is not the time or the place, Yannick.
Yes.
No. Okay, so global event is
Yeah.
over.
You say with a big smile. Global
It's
event
over.
is
It's
over.
over. It's done.
Yes, it's over.
Do you have fun?
Yes, I did not complete a single 6-piece classified. So
How many classifieds did you get in the end?
how many? I don't
Yeah.
know, but I got 5-piece of 3 of the sets. I think was 5-piece Tactician, Firecrest, and Hunter, and 4-piece Alpha Bridge.
Nice. I got 4
RNG.
pieces in total. 2 Firecrest and 2 TAC.
Wow.
I didn't play as much as you, but I went into the game saying, I
been
need to
going very
count.
strongly there.
Didn't I have more? So that was bad.
So rip me.
Rip. Did you
Yeah.
get the masks?
I got 2.
Okay.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
So not so bad.
Not so bad.
But yeah, still fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was. Hamish, can you make the chat a little bit bigger for us because we're half blind and all?
Because
You
we're
don't
old,
want to
yeah.
see.
Like Joseph is saying, shame, Yannick, shame. Yeah.
Yeah, shame.
Shame.
What are you should you be ashamed of?
Because I didn't complete a single one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
6
shame.
Hunters and Firecrest, 5 Alpha and Tactician Umbra.
Nice, Umbra.
Yeah, it's so frustrating when you get stuck at 5, though, to be honest. So.
Yeah, that's horrible. I say, and don't have a single 5-piece.
Yeah.
But I can imagine your pain. Just 2 things before we're actually going to talk about drop rates real quick. But let's just say that I don't have. Oh, okay, it's on me again. Don't have any news about the Xbox One X patch still. We'll get it to you as soon as we have it, as I always say on Thursdays.
Yes.
And we don't have either any news about any future development right now. We'll get back to you, but we're still here, and the game is still there, so we'll get back to you on that as well.
So that was Peter crushing your dreams.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Rip dreams.
But
so
you can stay, though.
Please stay, because we have other fun things to say.
Yes.
So drop rates is one of those big things, of course, now that people are talking about, because, well, we have a lot of sets now. We have all of the classifieds are in there. That's a lot of sets.
Mm-hmm.
The drop rate is pretty low,
Yeah.
which, math that people did. And yes,
That are
we
better
know.
at math than us.
Much better at math than we are. So we know about that issue.
Yeah.
So I can't give you any details right now or anything, but we're looking at increasing the drop rate in a few specific locations right now, quite dramatically, actually. Won't give you any details on that. We're looking at the drop rate in general.
Yeah.
But what we're also doing, and I think it's important to say, is that we're also looking at other solutions than just drop rates.
Yeah, I think,
yeah.
like someone saying drop rates are fine, but it's like, when we say drop rates, I mean, it can either be drops or it's just like the way you acquire them, right? I mean, it's like the chances to get classified. I mean, the initial rates we had were based on when we started or when we implemented the first global event, and you would just have like 3 sets that could drop. So at least when you would drop something, you had 1 chance out of 3 to get a piece of something you wanted, rather than now 1 out of 14 gear sets we have.
Yeah.
So obviously this needs to be updated, but yeah, the general idea, although we don't have the details, is that yes, we want it to be more generous. We know that now it's getting very hard to get the 1 piece you're missing, especially for people like me that ended up with a 5 piece of a bunch of them, and I just need that 1 piece of each one of them. It's probably going to take me a lot of hours to get those, and it's the same for all of you out there. So yes, the idea is that we want to make it more generous. Now, what form is that going to take? We are still exploring with different ideas.
Exactly. So it's not going to happen straight away. But it's we're working on things, and it will. Whoop. Nailed it. I completely lost my train of thought because of that. Because I dropped the notes. I need them. They're my lifeline.
Yeah.
So yeah, just now you know. We're working on the drop rates and other solutions to the general loot dilution problem that we're currently having. With that said, also a lot of discussions are had right now about balancing, of course. Again, we got the new 4 classified gear sets. We've seen a lot of feedback on that. We don't have, as we said before, we currently don't have any nerfs or buffs or anything planned. We're looking at the feedback, we're listening. We're still monitoring the situation to see how everything goes. The sets just came out. I mean, not everyone has a 6-piece of tacticians or hunters by now. So we're looking at how this is going to affect the meta, if it's going to affect the meta, etc. And then we'll see what happens. But no nerfs or buffs or anything planned right now. Anything to add to that? Nope.
No. I was reading all the comments on the fact that we're saying we're working on it, and people don't believe that we're going to do anything, or complaining that we're actually just saying we're working on it. We've been working on it being many things for 2 years of post-launch with this game. So, it's going to take the time we need to actually get it to where we want it to be, and really make sure that we try to implement the best solution we can. We don't want to rush a solution and just be like, hey, let's take the drop rates and increase them to 10% or whatever, and then we realize that there are a lot of intricacies here and there, or this is not the experience we want. So we want to take the time to, step back, have a look at it, have a look at the whole availability of these items, what are all the different options that exist, and then we will implement a solution. So yes, it's something that takes more time than some people might think, but yes, we will do it.
Yes. Good summary. I saw Pendragon asking in chat if we only monitor PvP. We're also monitoring PvE, the whole thing. We're looking at the whole game and how everything affects everything else. So yes. But what Yannick said.
What Yannick said.
Clip it, and you got it there. Before we move to, we're going to do stats with Yannick today. Again, people have been asking for it, and we love it, or I love it. But before that, I just want to share one story. We don't have a name tag or anything here. We got this actually through support.
Okay.
We didn't get it through the usual State of the Game or Agent Highlights channels, but I just have to share this. That we got an email, or support got an email from someone that their cat had deleted their character. The cat has sat down on the keyboard and managed to delete the character. And we got a picture of the perpetrator.
Did we?
Yes. Didn't you put that in? That's the first one. There we go.
What the?
There we go. Look at that little asshole.
Looks guilty as.
That's a guilty cat.
Yeah. It's set to mature, this channel, so you're allowed to say it, I think.
I will just say this. I used to work in support, and you have no idea how many people got their characters deleted by their cats or their little brothers.
But look at it. Look at it. It clearly did.
Yeah, I mean, this one is obviously guilty, though.
I love one of the lines in the email was, to the picture, the little prick doesn't even know what he's done. It was just, we had to share.
Oh, he knows.
But yeah, no names. We're going to keep that confidential. The cat, evil.
Cats are evil, confirmed, agree.
Yeah.
The cat is innocent. No, there's no way.
No, look at those eyes.
Look at that face.
Bring it up again.
Yeah. Can we look at that face and just all agree? That cat knows. He knows that he fucked up.
Yeah. You should have had a zoom in on that face, those eyes. Yeah.
Don't worry, internet will do it for you.
Yes, hopefully.
There
we go.
Wow.
Look at it.
Look at that guilty cat.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's getting complicated now. Whoa, something weird is happening on screen.
Whoa.
The cat's gone rogue. That is very true.
Yes.
Very good point.
There we go. Okay, now it's live.
Look at that.
Look at that. Look at that face. It's so cute, though.
Guilty.
It can delete my character any day
Totally guilty.
if it's that cute.
All right.
Anyway, so enough of that.
Let's talk about video games.
Yes.
Sorry.
Well,
What have you done?
it's not going away.
I'm all
Let's
about
talk about
cats.
video games. Let's actually talk about stats. Stats from the video game. I'm going to do what I did last week and do this.
Well.
You have stats for us, Yannick.
Yeah. Don't we have a song?
The thing is,
wait.
No, wait a second.
All right.
Because the thing is that I'm kind of sorry for last week. I'm sorry to just spring that thing on you. It wasn't very professional. It wasn't that well made. I was kind of proud of it, but not that well made. So I decided to make a new one because we need to be professionals, right? We need to get it right. So I made a new one. So here's
a fire alarm.
There's a fire alarm going off. No, that's a door alarm. It's an alarm.
We probably don't hear it anyway.
No, probably not. So anyway, new introduction to Stats with Yannick.
Stats with Yannick, no one panic, 'cause Stats with Yannick, yeah.
All right.
There we go. With the wonderful song by Matt Shields.
Still not sure I would hire you as a graphic artist, but
I don't know. It's a step up.
I'm getting better.
It's getting better. It's
actually
getting better.
Painted it this time.
If week
Did
by
you?
week
Yeah.
we get those kind of improvements, he's going to be like,
Yes, you wait. Just
wow.
no. It's never happening again. I'm never doing that again.
I saw like a fade in there.
I have learned how to do fades in Premiere. And
So pro.
alpha channels in Photoshop.
I have nothing to add. I don't know what to say.
I'm great. I'm a Photoshop god. Anyway, Stats with Yannick.
I don't know if you're actually doing a service to Matt though, for like all the efforts he put into making that song.
That's what I'm trying to learn.
And that's a serious thing he did there. Like he put all his heart and emotions in that.
He did.
And you're just like not taking it seriously.
He did. I'm sorry, man.
You should be ashamed.
But that's why I'm trying to learn, to live up to.
Matt
Splinter
Splintershield,
Shield.
please accept our apologies for Peter not taking your work seriously. I take it seriously. I respect you. Now let's talk about stats.
Stats.
Because I see a lot of cringe in chat.
Yes.
No idea what you're talking about. All right, so global event. Just like last time, when we did the last global event, we looked at the stats after like 24 or 48 hours, and then we looked at the same stats 1 week after, or at the end of the global event. So people are laughing. It's weird.
We don't like happy people.
Well, people making noise around the studio. Come on. So yeah, same stats or same global event stats, but 1 week later. So at the end of the global event, let's look at things like the global event credits earned, the total amount of global event credits that have been earned during this global event.
Yes. You just want to get it up? You want to ask chat?
Yes.
Or you just want to...
No, I want to ask chat, of course.
Okay.
Don't spoil it, Hamish.
Oh, he was so close.
He was
I
so
can see
close.
his hand
Yeah, I see
moving.
the pointer.
yeah,
That's like that's on it.
He's hovering.
All right, so chat. How much global event credits do you think have been earned during this 1 week of global events?
800 billion.
800 billion. Okay.
That's a lot of players.
38 billion, 1.4. Remember last week? What was it last week?
4.3, I think.
After 48 hours.
4 point...
Was 4.3. Don't you have the card lying somewhere?
No, the card, yeah.
2.9 trillion.
1.7 billion would be difficult since
Would
that
be
would
below-
actually be going down.
Yeah.
98,
365
a lot of zeros.
trillion. 22 quadrillion.
Cypher Encrypt says it's written on your card. You could just check yourself, you know. It's written right there.
That's the start of this week, not last week.
Oh, okay. You keep going.
That made no sense.
There we go.
All right, Hamish was like,
oh no, save them.
too much cringe, we have
Move
to
it
stop.
along, boys.
All right, yes, 19.9 billion global event credits. That's a lot of credits.
The game is dead, right?
That's a lot of credits. That's a lot of poor, dead, Rikers and cleaners and everything. But we're just doing their job. So converting that into superior caches. How many caches have been opened? Superior caches open, not the other shit ones that you shouldn't buy.
Don't buy those.
Don't buy those.
No.
Really, seriously, don't.
Stop. $19.9 billion, 3 full 6-piece gathered all together.
I really need the Jeopardy theme music to play at this point.
Yeah.
Like a countdown to
350 million. So the tip is you should take 19.9 divided by 1,500, and you might get a rough idea. Whoa, Hamish, wow. Just like, okay.
Hamish definitely takes his
Hamish wants to go home. He's like, all right, be done already with the state of the game.
Well, 13.3 million superior ambush caches.
13.3 million superior ambush caches. Exactly.
Yeah.
Is Mike here? Can we know how many caches a second that makes? But yes, 13.3 million. That's a lot. That's a lot. I had 32 of these 13.3 million. I opened 32 caches.
Good work.
So, yeah, which is not much compared
You
to
helped.
what a lot
You
of
did your
people
part.
opened. But yeah, I did my part exactly. What did you do? 4 caches.
Yeah, but I got a big Al, so.
You got a big out. That's true. And then you tried to trade it and realize you can't trade an item coming out of
We're
the
not,
cache.
we're not talking about that.
Dude, do you even play the game?
Lol. Game's dead anyway.
All right, then looking at the mask, do you have them separately or all of them on one thing?
Let's see. I'm not sure.
No, they're on 3 different screens.
They're on
Alright.
3 different screens.
they're-
All right, well, we're not going to do the guess because otherwise we're going to be here all night. But, so the first mask, Commendation Statuesque, and again, I didn't write down which mask that is.
The bug one
That's the bug one?
with filters, yeah.
Is
that's
that
the
motion blur, the bug?
That's the only one I got. So no, that's motion blur. That's true.
Yeah,
do I even
Statuesque is the
even
one.
play this game?
Statuesque is the one where you have
You have to stand still. Yeah, I know,
to
I
stand
didn't get
still.
that
So
one.
that's the flat one. I forgot the
Yes.
name. Anyway,
Haze.
Hamish, 270,000 Commendation Statuesque completed, which means 270,000 players who actually got that mask, which is not that much when you think of it. Like
No,
people like you
comparatively.
that didn't get it.
People like me.
Yeah.
There's 200 Rikers. So that's
Cage.
A lot of.
Thank you, Buzz. Cage.
I wondered,
Siggy also
but
says Cage.
22 caches open per second for the week. Thank you, Mike. That's
22 caches open per second.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty good. All right, next one, motion blur, which gives you the bug mask.
the
So
one.
as a reminder, the only one that better got. 249,000. These are rounded numbers, of course, for the smart ones in chat that will point at that. 249,000 motion blur commendation, which means 249,000 bug mask obtained.
So I feel a bit more special.
You feel a bit more special. You're
Yeah.
one of those.
Yes.
And the third one, personal space, which was kind of the hardest one because you actually needed to group, which, of course, if you're like me, you're playing solo, you didn't get that one. And this
Also,
one,
it was really hard.
also, it was harder.
Harder. Okay.
Harder. Really hard. I don't know. I didn't try. 67,000 completions for the haze mask. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Puniter and Ziki. So 67,000 completion. So 67,000 haze mask obtained,
There we go.
which is really not much.
No.
So we're definitely going to have to run that global event again so more people can get it. Oh my God. What are you talking
what
about,
are you
Yannick?
What?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Then the playlist activities. So as a reminder, the missions and activities that were part of the playlist on this global event: Broadway Emporium, Queen's Tunnel, Police Academy, Times Square Power Relay. These were the missions, and for incursion, it was Dragon's Nest. So looking at the completion of each one of those, Broadway Emporium, 670,000, Queen's Tunnel, 1.5 million, Police Academy, 1 million, Times Square, 2.2 million, and this is, and Dragon's Nest, 430,000, and this is all difficulties put together.
Yeah.
So of course it makes sense with Times Square being legendary. So there's a bunch of people that were completing it legendary. Broadway is only available in hard mode. So of course not so many people were doing it, whereas Queen's Tunnel is in challenge. So people were doing more Queen's Tunnel. But you know what people were doing even more than that?
What Ruben is asking for, Clear Sky in Lexington.
Clear Sky and Lexington. What were people doing apart from the playlist? Playing Lexington again.
Why?
Because we love
Why
that
would
mission
you?
so much. So what about those? Lexington Event Center, 8.1 million completion.
Seriously.
Seriously. So
Don't do Lex. Don't do Lex. It feels very homely to do Lex.
You can
I
do
noticed when I was doing it. Like,
So yes, negative Ramos, exactly. And this is definitely feeding the discussion about the fact that the credits are not based on how long it takes to complete an activity. So obviously there are some optimal ways to farm credits, and we know that.
no clue what you're talking about.
We know that. Don't worry about that. The next one, because some people have been saying that a good alternative to Lexington is actually Hudson Refugee Camp. So we went and looked at how many people actually completed Hudson Refugee Camp. That's what I did. I was grinding Hudson actually for most of the global event because it was a good alternative to Lexington. It's a bit easier because you don't actually have to interact with an NPC, so you don't forget to interact and then run upstairs, and then you're like, oh fuck, I forgot to save that hostage, and you have to go down again. That's what happens to me every time I play Lexington.
Do you even play this game? Finally, something.
Dude. Hudson Refugee Camp completion, disappointing. 173,000.
That's
If you guys don't
Okay.
do it, really, that's
you should.
You should. Because especially with that global event, it was super easy and super fast. And I think even, who was it? Even Buzz put a video out there with a 6 minutes run with a double point of view with another player of Hudson, I believe it was. And yeah, it was pretty easy to farm. So Hudson, keep that in mind. That's weird. Yeah, well, that's how it is. And last one, Clear Sky. Clear Sky, if you have a good group, goes very fast. 2.2 million completion on Clear Sky. So obviously, that's a lot of Rikers dead. If you put Lexington and Clear Sky together, that's a lot of Rikers. Clear Sky 20 billion. Almost, Joseph, almost. But yeah, so that's what I had. That's a lot of activities and completion. And next stats with Yannick, we're going to try to look at something else than global events, because we're always doing global events. That's fun, but we should look at other stats.
Yes. Let's do that. All right. Thank you very much, Yannick.
Times Square Legendary, Devlas is asking, we don't have the split pair difficulty, but Times Square was 2.2 million, all difficulties put together. I don't know what percentage of that is actually legendary.
All right. Thank you. That was great.
Peter, you brushed your hair. Bravo, says I ripped one.
Did I?
Well, at least you're not wearing a beanie this time. So.
No. I kind of wanted to, because it turns out that Oniro Sage is...
Say
he wanted
actually
that.
again, please, Yannick, says Spins. Actually. Do I say it wrong? Do I say it funny?
A refugee camp?
No, actually.
Actually. Yeah, kind of funny.
Do I say it funny?
Yep. Anyway.
All
right, we're done with that. So, again, thought we'd take a look at some community highlights that we received this week. We're going to not do as many as we did last time, because Stats with Yannick always takes a lot more time, which is great, don't get me wrong. But it's 23 past already. So let's look at some cool... we need to be out of here by 5:30.
And Schwifty wanted me to say answer. So I say answer. Apparently. That's my funny word, apparently.
Say vinyl.
Say vinyl, yeah.
Vinyl.
There we go.
Say jamming.
No. Shut up. Damn it. Shut up.
Say January.
No. Say Janek. Anyway, so first up this week is from Michael Battenberg. He made this image of a state of the game drink. Let's see if Hamish can actually get it up. Which one is it?
Can you find
that
it?
One, is that one? He called it the contam.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Sorry.
All right. We went there.
I got it up.
Yeah. This is getting weird. He called it... Okay. Yannick is breaking down.
No, that's fine. Please carry on.
You okay,
Almost
Yannick?
crying.
Please carry on.
All right.
You all right?
I'm fine. Okay. I laugh at stupid jokes, that's it.
Who's
confirmed.
Hi.
what joke?
back to the drink. He called it a contaminated one. I'm not really sure what that would taste like. State of the game drink.
No, I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably like tastes like sadness.
Sadness, bitterness, cynicism.
Yeah.
Tears. For the
Salt.
next one, actually I feel
Salt.
salt.
Probably tastes like salt.
A lot of salt. You forgot stats with Yannick outro. Good point, Siggy. We'll get on that. For the next one, somebody was actually accusing us before of sitting here and stroking our egos, so now I feel kind of bad for including this one. But Cheshire Cat, who was actually featured in State of the Game last week, came back with these wonderful movie posters, Christmas movie posters, which I just had to include because I totally watched that, especially the one with Elf.
So this hat thing is never going to go away.
No,
Right.
the hat incident.
It's
is
in the
forever going to
internet,
live
and
with
now
us.
we're stuck with that.
Yeah, but there's also a follow. During this marketing campaign for A Christmas Miracle, we also got this image, so at least we're happy sometimes. That's the end of the movie. We're finally happy.
It's beautiful.
I don't know what happened
Whose
there.
thumb is that? Is that mine or yours?
I think that's Hamish.
Really?
Yeah, off screen.
Is
It
that
kind of
Hamish
looks like my
thumb?
thumb. That's true.
He has a very long thumb.
I have a thumb. Maybe I'll show chat. My thumb looks like a big toe. If you haven't noticed.
Your thumb?
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I'm gonna think about now.
Yeah.
Right,
I
for the
have
rest
big
of my
toe
life.
thumbs.
Next up for the cosplays, we still want nice introduction screens to these.
Yeah.
But for this week's cosplay, we have again cosplay from Japan. Actually, there's a lot of cool cosplayers coming out of Japan.
Yeah.
A lot of them share pictures on Twitter. You should definitely check that out because they're really cool. This one is
Nice.
an Akamura, but the next one is super awesome. That one.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yes.
So, yeah, go check out Akamura.
And all the people around are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No, that's
But
super
he's got a lot of cool stuff actually on his Twitter, so go check that out. And yeah, keep your eyes open for Japanese cosplays because there's a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah.
So to finish up, last week we played Sage's song "Lawless." We had some sound issues, but man, that song is fantastic.
Yeah.
The thing was though, when we showed it last time, it didn't have a video. So it was basically just an image and it says "Lawless." But OG Swag Panda, during the week, actually made a video for it. Now this video, it's cut together from, official assets from the game, but it's all in the details.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff he's added. I have a couple of examples here. The song "On the Street, Your Daddy Dying." There's a shot of this classic Division shot when the guy looks up from the street all bloody. I hear your mama crying. You have Fridge Magnus in the background saying "Get well soon, mom," stuff like that. It's a lot of handiwork went into creating this video. So we're gonna look at that. And again, Lawless is amazing.
Are we finishing with that, or are we?
Yes,
coming
we're
back?
finishing with that.
Okay.
So we're done.
Yeah.
Done for this week.
Yeah.
You wanna do a no? I lost that card. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you
No,
very-
okay. No.
Okay,
all
so
right, no.
you want to answer questions? Because
I don't want. I want to make two comments because I
okay.
was reading chat, so I wasn't listening to what you were saying, but I'm sure it was
great.
super interesting.
Thank you very much.
To all the people that are saying this was pointless, this was a waste of time, what did I even watch that? They're not talking or giving any news about the game or whatever. We did say the state of the game is not always going to have information about the game, but therefore we try to tell you in advance when the state of the game is going to have information, or at least we're going to tell you when it won't, because we're going to say, oh, that's what we did in the past few weeks, saying it was a community-focused state of the game. So we are more taking the time to look at what the community is doing, and this is one of those. We cannot show up every week and have news, breaking news every week, unfortunately. The alternative to that is just not doing the state of the game, and that's not what we want to do. We want to be here every week, so at least you know if there is anything new or if there is nothing new happening with the game. So apologies to all those that are disappointed and think that we should have news every week. That's not going to be the case. So if you don't want to waste your time, just wait for the recap videos that are going to be put out there, or the recap post or whatever. Just don't watch it live then, I would say. So you're going to save yourself, the disappointment and everything. And this is not a troll. I mean it honestly. And the second thing I just wanted to comment, because people are asking like, when's the next global event or whatever. We don't have any information about that. We said we're not going to talk about the future, but of course, there's going to be global events again. So that's just what I wanted to comment on. There's going to be global events again. There's going to be more chances to get the classified that we put in the global events and everything. So
and the masks.
And the mask. So more information on that later on. But yes, of course, there's going to be more of those.
Good.
These were my comments.
Okay. So, thank you very much, Yannick. Thank you for today. It's been awesome. Stuff to Yannick. We're playing out, as I said, on Sage's Lawless, this time with a fantastic video by OG Swag Panda. Sit through the whole thing because it's awesome.
Yes.
And we'll be back most certainly next week.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
And we may or may not have news. We will tell you in advance. If we say it's going to be a community state of the game, it's probably not going to have much news.
Keep your eyes on Twitter because we say it there.
Yeah.
So, Lawless, Sage, thank you very much, guys.
See you, everyone.
See you
soon. And we're not going to watch the rest of this. I don't really care to be honest. Okay, so yeah, I was just thinking about that as they were saying it. They did just say, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but they did just say that there's going to be more global events. They didn't give a date or anything, but they did just say that there's going to, they also didn't say if it's going to be like a reboot of the ones that we've already had. So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do the State of the Games anymore, stream them, if there's like not an actual real State of the Game. So I'll rather just stream the State of the Games when they're going to actually be like having some stuff that people care about, because otherwise I don't think most people care to sit there and watch them show some stuff that we don't care about. It'll be a repeat for sure. Yeah, hopefully I'd rather have them just throw all the gear in one, honestly, because there's some gear sets that I don't really care about. Although I'm really close to all of them, so I mean, I guess it's better than getting no global event, right? But yeah, I think we're gonna end it on that one. I'm gonna try. I don't have class until 4:30. I already had one class today. I don't have another class till 4:30. It's only 11:30 right now, and I need to edit 2 videos, and then maybe stream if I have enough time, because I don't have any homework since I had tests all last week. So we'll see, depending on how long it takes. I might just hop the DZ for a little bit, an hour or two before I go to class, and see if we can get lucky and get something that we need to complete one of our classified builds. So yeah, that's basically it, boys. Like I said, if I finish the videos earlier, stuff finishes earlier, and I have extra time, I will hop on and stream some Dark Zone. Probably, most likely, it'll be Dark Zone. So yeah, boys, thanks for coming out, and I'll see you guys later in the Dark Zone. I'll end up streaming either way.